Hello and welcome to the second video on inheritance in object-oriented programming. Please be sure to watch the previous one on Introduction to Inheritance. I have here the same thing. I have an addition here, but essentially I have the same classes that I started with. I have the class Mage and I have the class Fighter. You notice I've added something to them. Class Mage, I've added public needs. Class Fighter, I've added public needs. Notice that now the class Fighter is missing a method that was called rest, and that same method was common to the class Mage is missing that method. The class Fighter is also missing the method that he used to have called rest. And notice also that the class Mage is missing some of the properties that he used to have and that he shared with the Fighter. What I've done, if you look up here, I've created a new class called needs. And there's the class definition. I have 1, 2, 3 properties: the name, the race, and the age. And these were properties that were common to both the Mage class and the Fighter class. I have one method called rest, the mini program, and this method was common to the class Mage and the class Fighter. All I had to do with this new class that I defined, I didn't have to do it twice in these other classes. All I had to do was have the class Mage inherit the class needs. And this is the syntax for inheriting. It's a colon with public and then the name of the class it's inheriting. So the class Mage has inherited all these things: these 3 members and this method. And if I come down here, the class Fighter has also inherited the same things from the class needs. So the class Fighter also inherited the name, the race, and the age, and the method called rest. This is an example of inheritance in C++. Basically what it is, it allows one class to inherit everything from another class. And this is a great time saver, especially when I have other classes that are using the same kinds of properties and methods of another class. So to see that this works, this is the same assignments that I had before. The only thing I've changed now is I created a new class called needs, and I inherited those in the other classes that use them. I have the same things here, and let's see if it compiles. It should do exactly the same thing it did before in the previous video. And there it is, casting a spell, press any key to continue, and that's what I see there. Press the space bar. And then resting and getting energy. Resting and getting energy. That's the one that was inherited. And then press any key to continue. And then fighting now, that's the method that's just exclusive to the Fighter class. And now my Fighter rest, that's the method that is shared by both of these classes because of inheritance. Press any key to continue, and he is now resting. So what we have learned here is a very important concept called inheritance in object-oriented programming, where one class can inherit the properties and the methods of another class. Very, very powerful thing, and I think sort of super cool. Okay, thank you for watching.